Assalamu alaikum students. I hope that you all are fine. Some students want to become a doctor and some students want to be an engineer. So what they do? First of all, they have to prepare themselves for the entrance test. And what entrance test include? Entrance test includes chemistry, physics, biology and English. And today I am going to discuss about some MCQs of first chapter of first year chemistry. So this session is going to be very important. So what is ECAT and MCAT? MCAT is a test for medical students and ECAT is a test for the engineering students. So these are some MCQs of first year first chapter. Students, now I am solving these MCQs. Follow the steps and my instruction. So first MCQ is, which one of the following contains largest number of atoms? What we have to do for the calculation of number of atoms? First of all, we have to calculate number of moles from given masses. Number of moles from given masses. And its formula is number of moles is equal to given mass over molar mass. And then we have to multiply number of mole with Avogadro's number for the calculation of number of particles. And in this case, when we multiply the number of mole with Avogadro number, we will obtain number of molecules. So each molecule contains 2 atoms. Then we will have to multiply the number of molecules with 2. So we will obtain the number of atoms for this. In these 3 given masses, when we calculate the number of atoms, and we will find that boron has the highest number of atoms. So the correct option is 1 gram of boron. If you want to do practice by yourself, then you can write the atomic masses of these 3 atoms. Nickel has 58.7, nitrogen has 14, and in its molecular form it will have 28. So I am writing it as 14 plus 14. The total atomic mass will be 28. Boron has 10.81 AMU. So you can calculate it. The number of electrons in tellurium ion is, the atomic number of tellurium is 52. And you are looking this that it has taken 2 extra electrons. So now the electrons are 54 because tellurium atom has already 52 electrons, and if it take another 2 electrons, then it will have 54 electrons. So correct option is 54. Going to our third MCQs. Total number of atoms in 64 gram of not molecules. Then same practice, we have to find number of mole in 64 gram of sulfur dioxide. Sulfur is 32 and oxygen is 16. So the total molar mass of SO2 will be 64. Then we can say it is just 1 mole. It is 1 mole. 64 gram of sulfur dioxide is equal to 1 mole. And we know that 1 mole of a gas contains 6.022 multiplied by 10 to the power 23 molecules. I am talking about molecules, not atoms. In this case, the statements deals with atoms. So, one sulfur dioxide molecule has 3 atoms. Then we have to multiply Avogadro number with 3. And if we multiply Avogadro's number with 3, then the correct option is 1.806 multiplied by 10 to the power 24. Have you understood it? As we know that sulfur dioxide, 1 mole of sulfur dioxide has 64 grams. So 1 mole is equal to Avogadro number, and we know that sulfur dioxide has 3 atoms, so we have to multiply Avogadro's number with 3. Then we will obtain number of atoms in 64 grams of sulfur dioxide. Fourth MCQs, the number of molecules in 1 dm cube of N2. We all know that 1 mole of any gas. Now I am writing nitrogen. If we have any gas, 1 mole of any gas, then it will occupy 22.414 dm cube, and it is at STP, standard temperature pressure conditions. So in this case, number of molecules in 1 dm cube of N2 at STP, 1 mole is actually equal to 6.022 multiplied by 10 to the power 23 molecules. So for the calculation of molecules in 1 dm cube, we have to divide 22.414 as we have to divide 6.022 multiplied by 10 to the power 23 with 22.414, and we will gain the number of molecules in 1 dm cube. So in this, here is power negative 23, and we have 23, just 23, and in this case it is a reverse of it, so the correct option is C. In this case we have exact value like this. And now fifth MCQ, the mass of 16.8105 dm cube volume of N2 at STP. Same step for the calculation of mass. We know that 1 mole of any gas occupy 22.414 dm cube, and here is again nitrogen. Its mass is now 28 gram. 28 gram, and 28 gram, we have 28 gram, and if we have 28 gram of nitrogen, then it will occupy 22.414 dm cube. For 1 dm cube, we have to divide 28 by 22.414 dm cube, and for given dm cube, we have to multiply this volume with both sides of the equation. 16.8105, and here will also be multiply 16.8105, and if we multiply these terms, these figures, then we will obtain its volume 21 gram. 21 gram. Next MCQ, ascorbic acid is also called vitamin C. Ascorbic acid is also called vitamin C. Seventh MCQs, the number of molecules of 13.5 gram water are. Now again we have to do the same practice as we have done for MCQs 3. MCQs number 1. (13.5 gram). The formula for the calculation of number of molecules is given mass over molar mass multiplied by Na. Given mass of water is 13.5, molar mass of water is 18 gram, multiplied by 6.022 multiplied by 10 to the power 23. Then we will obtain this answer at the end. The correct answer is 4.517 multiplied by 10 to the power 23. Next MCQ, the mass of 0.5 gram atoms of uranium. 0.5 gram atoms. Actually, it is number of mole. It is equal to N, or we can say it as a number of mole. So we have the formula number of mole. Number of mole is equal to given mass over molar mass, and uranium has molar mass 238. Now putting these values, 0.5 equal to given mass over 238. This will multiply with this side. Given mass is equal to 119. So its answer is 119 gram. Correct answer is 119 gram. Ninth MCQ, number of moles of 0.1 kilogram of calcium. We have 0.1 kilogram of calcium. We know that calcium has atomic mass 40. Now mass of calcium, same formula will use for this MCQs too. Given mass of calcium is equal to 0.1 kilogram, and we know that 0.1 kilogram is equal to 100 gram. So putting these values in the formula, number of mole equal to 100 gram divided by 40. Why I am dividing it with 40? Because calcium has 40 molar mass. Then we will obtain 2.5. The correct answer is 2.5. Next, combustion analysis is the example of analysis. Which type of analysis we can do in combustion analysis? We just find in combustion analysis about the percentages of different elements in an organic compound containing hydrogen, carbon and oxygen. So it is the quantitative analysis of the compound. It gives us about quantity of the elements in a sample, in organic sample. We have studied it in the previous lectures that combustion analysis is unable to give us detail about those elements, with those compounds, those substances which do not have carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, or contain other atoms like sulfur, nitrogen and so on. Because when we perform combustion of organic compound, then we obtain carbon dioxide, water and heat. And in this we have the formulas related to calculation of carbon, calculation of hydrogen and oxygen. Inshallah, I will come to you with next 10 MCQs in next video. Subscribe my channel and share it with others. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.